Alright, so how you doing? We're super doing well now in today's video. I mean, you guys all expected it to happen sometime soon. We are of course trying out the brand new Demon Lord RIMURU inside of the deer raid, and boy oh boy am I excited. I've tried out a couple units, or a couple different units in the deer now, and obviously units that have the double attack skill do end up being a whole lot more favorable with Jormungandr. I mean, ever since Jormungandra's release, Jormungandr has been an absolute blessing on this game. The amount of ease she puts on this content and the amount of ease this unit has put on my entire life when it comes to doing this deer every week has been just way too good. But if you guys don't know what the Demon Lord RIMURU does, the first card here inflicts pierce damage equal to 500% of attack on one enemy. The second card inflicts damage equal to 280% of attack on all enemies, infects for 2 turns. The ultimate, which we have 4/6, inflicts damage equal to 390% of attack on all enemies, gains Abyss effect and takes 50% less damage for 2 turns. Their passive at the start of ally's turn increases the hero's basic stats by 8%, removes 1 buff from all enemies, then increases the hero's own basic stats by 8% for each removed buff. If increased to max, increases the hero's pierce rate once by 130% for 3 turns, and last but not least, the Holy Rock increases the hero's pierce rate by 80%. I've been having so much fun using this hero in PvP. Honestly, I feel like just with how many showcases I've done, easily in the top 5 units for PvP, maybe even up there, top 3 with King, Meliodas, and up there with King and Meliodas, definitely up there with Diane, all those other kind of characters. This RIMURU is an absolute beast, and I'm sure you guys would hate to miss out on her, but having a look at the equipment here, of course, using the attack crit set, not any super crazy rolls, making 4 sets of gear when collaborations come out is always super taxing on the materials, and this is how the cosmetic looks. So in this kind of role, we are of course trying to replace the Brunhild, which I do think the RIMURU do pretty well. Brunhild is such an amazing unit, probably my favorite if not my second favorite unit for the deer. But having a look at the rest of the equipment here, I'm not going to go ahead and look through all of the character stuff, but if you like, you can go ahead and pause the video, and we are of course using the Demonic Beast battle sets. So this is the team we're using today, and let's jump right into it. Getting into our first stage, and oh my, are we getting to see the Skadi cut in once again. Man, I cannot get over that costume. That should probably be tomorrow's video. Actually, I've already gone ahead and recorded that one, but I really like to get this one out. Just before that, let's see, what do we want to start off with? I mean, for the fact that we probably want to see the RIMURU damage just a little bit more, I will go for... yeah, why not? We'll go for this card just for the time being, and once we build up the Jormungandr just a little bit more, we'll go ahead and use that single target card. I feel like we should be able to kill right off the bat here. The Infect card does some pretty crazy damage, especially on the level 1. Let's see. I highly doubt we're actually going to get the Infect, however. When using the... yeah, okay, that's alright. When using the Tarmiel, especially in the front, seeing the Grace and some of the Holy Relic effects actually proc on deer was extremely surprising. Drawing quite a few RIMURU cards here. One thing I will say before we go through this whole video going through all 3 of the floors is most of the time I will go quiet just thinking about the cycle of the characters. I'll try to not do so a whole lot, but it just ends up happening. Let's see, we have red cards to spare, why not? Throw that one out there just to see. It doesn't really matter. We probably should have thrown out the Skadi card just so we could get the extra debuff, but this first floor isn't anything too difficult. And I'm really glad the deer doesn't change an awful lot during these 3 floors, whereas if you're doing something like the bird, green, yeah, sweet. If you're doing something like the bird, every single new floor and phase you go into, it's a different thing. Floor 1 is completely different to floor 2, and same goes for floor 3, whereas there's kind of just the same thing throughout, but you end up having to deal with more passives, and obviously the deer attacks harder, has more HP, all that extra kind of stuff. Oh damn, nice. Almost 400,000 coming out of the Demon Lord RIMURU there. Got the ultimate as well, might save that for... we don't really have to save that for final phase, do we? I'd like to get a couple more Escanor cards though, before we move on to this next phase. Might go blue. We'll just clear out the cards for the time being. That way we get a little bit more card draw, and I'll kind of just chuck that out as well. So yeah, really trying to maximize. We'll end up getting that RIMURU back, that's alright. Goddamn, 500,000 from Skadi. That's all with the power of Jormungandr. Really hoping she gets some more skins, and perfect passive as well, exactly what you want to see. Have they changed that as well? Damn, I swear that not... surely that's new, right? I swear that hasn't always been just like a navy blue background. What do we want to go for? No Escanor cards whatsoever. Let's go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Kind of just cycle out all those cards there. 121, yeah. We've lost the Jormungandr effect. I mean, especially in some of these later floors, we are going to see the 50% damage reduction be a huge help, especially once you get to that third floor. Some of those phases can be insane with the amount of damage you can be taking. I wonder if using this Demon Lord Rimuru on the bird, there's a phase 2 floor 2 where if you don't have a taunt up at all times, you end up having that massive attack off the end. If you guys play bird a reasonable amount, you'll know what I'm talking about. I wonder if using Trader Melee as well, and just like maxing out the second part of his passive, the defensive buffs, that along with the Rimuru, surely he'd be able to tank that, right? Because I know using Arthur you can get that same kind of effect. Now let's go green, blue, red, and we will use this one instead, why not? In fact, Jormungandr has a healing card as well, super nice. If Escanor could just be just shy of killing, that'd be great. We probably could have procced the Jormungandr passive, that's alright though. We'll go into this final phase. We should be able to clean sweep this one. I mean, yeah, sometimes there's not a crazy amount to talk about when it comes to actual difficulty of this event. As long as you summon for Jormungandr, you should be fine. And I said that when she released. There were quite a few people, and if you're one of those people that saves tickets when units release, that is an extremely smart thing. I wish I could hold on to summon tickets that well, but I don't know. New unit comes out, I'm Unga Bunga, have to summon. Demon Lord Rimuru are definitely holding up though, that's for sure. I may go ahead and reset on this floor as well. It all depends on that kind of 4th phase passive. If we end up getting the revive passive, that is just not something I want to deal with. It's definitely doable. By no means it is impossible, but man, it just so much out of difficulty. Yeah, so much better off resetting if you end up getting that one. Let's go for the infect card again. Even the other 2 passives as well. One of them is still extremely difficult to do it with and pretty much kills your ability to just get through that final phase super easily, but there is one passive that's super good. It is just a flat damage increase passive for the deer, but revive on every single phase revives with an extra 10% HP, especially when you're already dealing with the deer having a revive in that final floor. It's annoying, and the other passive removing, I think it's 2 ultimate gauge every time you get to a new phase. Once again, it's so annoying. Surely they end up changing those passives or make some way to get around that, right? Maybe with a Jormungandr Holy Relic or something along those lines. Let's go, once again, no Escanor cards. Green, blue, actually no. This is the only thing. You always end up having so many of the cards that you double up on types with. Like, the fact we have 2 green characters, look at us just having this full hand of green cards. But we, actually on the JP version, as of probably an hour ago, we got our new updates. So they're of course being able to play with the new mono and all that kind of stuff. Is that the... Okay, no, that's alright. That's a pretty decent passive. But yeah, no, they are playing with their new mono, and they've also got Brunhold Relic, which I'll talk about in a second. Let's go for this here, and we'll kind of waste you, why not? But you know, they're getting to enjoy that, and the Brunhold Relic, I was really looking forward to getting Holy Relic. I was hoping it'd be just a little bit better. I don't remember the effect in full. I think it's every time you have a debuff on you, you get a 30% damage increase, which is definitely good, especially how primary use being inside deer. There are quite a few phases where you end up having a debuff on you, but I mean, the whole reason I was so excited to use this team in deer is obviously besides Escanor, you'd be using Jormungandr, Skadi, and Brunhold. That's 3 characters without Holy Relics, which Holy Relics can be a massive impact on certain characters. Hopefully Skadi or Jormungandr get absolutely insane Holy Relics, so they can make this kind of stuff a whole lot easier. Oh, once again without red cards. Do I wanna... Yeah, I really don't like this. How can we just not have red cards, man? We are playing so many green cards. Surely we can just finish off with Jormungandr here, right? And then Rimuru, go ahead, pop off. I mean, regardless, we have our units frozen, so that ice attack from the deer isn't going to completely one-tap everyone. Yeah, that's those 2 out of the way. Oh, look, and here the red cards are, the second later. The color cycle system, or like the mechanic, should I say, in this Demonic Beast battle, such a miss. I'm sure they've learned from their mistakes and we're not going to get something like this in the next Demonic Beast battle, but man, it's something that's never going to get removed, and that is a whole lot of unfortunate. 1, 2, and 3. Why not? We'll hold on to that Rimuru ultimate. Just shy of killing once again. And I feel like once we get this 3rd Demonic Beast, I'm pretty positive that's going to be all of the Demonic Beasts pretty much done. I don't think they'll ever release a 4th one. I don't see any reason why they would. We're probably just going to get unknown characters and demon characters in that one. So good to see that we'll finally be getting Holy Relics for some of those demon characters. 1, 2, and we'll finish off with that attack there. So yeah, even characters like Blue, Red Demon, Meliodas, Mon, Speed, Dario, like, I'm going to be having such a good time playing with those characters and their new Holy Relics in PvP, and still have yet to even make you argue. The Mon Speed, the green Mon Speed is such a fun unit. Still have yet to try him out whatsoever on the channel. Something I've been meaning to do for a long, long time. Look at all these buffs on Rimuru, just for them to instantly get removed the second I talk about them. What is my luck? God damn. These third phases always end up being super tanky. Pretty much just trying to give you time to prepare for that fourth phase. Let's go... We finished on green, let's go blue. In saying that, oh, we do have multiple Escanor cards. Blue, red, green, and that should finish off, right? They're all some fairly strong cards there. Get to see the Rimuru single target card once again. I don't know, in doing some of these D-Reds, this fourth character has sometimes been hindering the team, maybe not being able to put enough damage out, or maybe not having that double attack card, but Rimuru's definitely holding their own. It's definitely keeping up with Escanor and Skadi. It's hard to say she's keeping up with Jormungandr just because of the amount of stuff she's doing for the whole team. But yeah, no, definitely liking. Maybe, let's say you started on the Slime banner and this is a character you have, definitely viable for D. Probably want to wait for Jormungandr to come around and definitely save your gems for. If we could get Jormungandr on the 3rd year banner, that would be insanity. Why not, we'll go this, and we'll kind of just get rid of some of these green cards. Skadi should finish that off, right? Yeah, look at that. Still need a couple dupes in Skadi as well. Very few characters that I have not 6/6. Some are like these. Oh, are you kidding? Are you actually kidding? Is this going to happen every day video from now on? Ugh. Let's go ahead and restart. And here we go, finally moving on to that 4th phase again. Man, is that such a hassle to do, all because we get bad. Oh god, no. What are the chances? Surely we don't go 3 for 3, right? I'm not willing to go through that 3rd floor with that bull. It's just so bad. But I mean, if only I had the face cam right now, because you guys could see the absolute pain and suffering I'm going through. We really went 3 for 3 on that one, wow. Okay, so I completely forgot to hit record because I've kind of just been doing this passively whilst watching videos on my phone, but it happened again. It actually happened. I'm not even doing this for content at this point. I just want to get to the 3rd floor. At this point, I'm really not going to I'm just going to try my best not to bring it up and hope Netmarble doesn't do me dirty again. Please give me the attack passive. Oh lord, it's finally over. Jesus, that was so chaotic. Green, blue, red, and green. I'm like 80% sure that'll finish off. We don't have to go through... Yeah, okay, sweet. We can deal damage straight away. I was going to say, if that happens, you can always just close the game before the turn finishes and you can retry your turn. An absolute game saver. That's for sure. And probably one of the only reasons why I could finish the D when it actually came out. And here we go. I honestly thought I was never going to get here, and I completely have lost what I was talking about before that absolute just mayhem happened. I think it's been like 20 minutes since we've actually been talking about stuff and actually getting on with the video. It's been... Oh... But we're here again, 4-3. We're pretty much going to be doing the same starting hand. I might start off with that card instead with Skadi, just because that does end up being just a little bit stronger, her having the debuff, but hopefully we don't get too bad. I mean, at this point, I do think we've actually got almost perfect passives. This one is the 2nd best out of the 3 passives. There is a HP one where it's a... So the way I remember them usually for this passive is there's the defense one, which is 2nd best. There's a HP one where there's like a 2% somewhere in the text. That's the best one. And then there's the 15% one, which is the worst one. But this passive is not something you really have to worry about. Neither is that one there. You can get the armor destruction one, which will be like a purple eye. Can make your life just a little bit more difficult, but once again, not something you should stress over an awful amount. Let's go for... Get the extra merger there and that. But other than that, yeah, this passive is the main one. The Netmarble need to fix this, and if anyone at Netmarble is seeing this, I highly doubt that'll ever happen, but after what you just saw, surely you fixed that. On the bird, I believe, phase 2, floor 2, there was a passive where they removed buffs every single turn. I believe that later on got removed, so there is still faith, there is still hope that they go ahead and fix this content. Not entirely, but who knows. And greatest part about this final floor is literally all of the passives are fine. Like, none of them make your life a whole lot worse. Let's go for this here, and we will finish off on no Rimuru cards. Little unfortunate. We'll go for that there. I feel like we should be able to get through this pretty easily, as long as you save onto the Escanor ultimate going into that 4th phase, and you have at least one extra Escanor card, a blue and a green card, you're usually pretty fine. You do of course have to keep the revive in your mind at pretty much every point in that final phase, not going over that. I think it's 20-25% margin, or otherwise the D will revive. It's nothing too difficult. You can pretty much only get ultimates on that first turn because the D will throw out attack. It's not guaranteed, but pretty much every turn an AoE attack where it removes one ultimate gauge from all of your allies, so you can get extremely lucky, get an ultimate on in later turns, but I wouldn't rely on it, that's for sure. Let's go for this here. We haven't got too many cards for our other characters. I go for this, and I think I might just waste that there. I might see if we can get this healing card to get to a level 3, that way we can give ourselves a whole bunch more space. But yeah, no, that's the only thing. This kind of content is so reliant on RNG, and that's the one thing people don't want to sit here spending hours and hours and doing. It's a little different when it's final boss and you're competing for scores and whatnot, but when it's part of your weekly rotation, I can understand why people think otherwise on it. No blue cards other than the Escanor. I might just try and get rid of all these cards that we don't really need an awful amount. Because yeah, once again, with this third phase, it is going to be extreme. Wow, Yomingan doing a lot of damage. It is going to be a lot tankier than the other phases, just so we get that time to kind of get that perfect ideal hand, so you can get into that fourth phase, and fingers crossed, absolutely sweep it away. I don't usually remember the passives for this final floor, just because, once again, it is fine regardless of what you get. But I mean, hey, if you guys are enjoying deer content and you want to see some of the other slime characters in this deer, by all means let me know, or even using them in the bird. I know bird has definitely lost interest, especially since the deer has come out. I do really want to try out the blue RIMURU when I get the Holy Relic, and I've heard amazing things about Milim in deer, probably being one of the better units for deer in its entirety, which is mind-blowing to think. We've lost quite a bit of health on Yomingander. Oop, pressing the wrong card there. Yeah, I don't know how long it's going to be until I can just rattle these off the top of my head without thinking about the actual rotation. But yeah, this turn the damage will drop off quite a bit. Are you going to get much health back from that? She gets the lifesteal as well, which should be alright. Man, if only Skadi's debuffs increased our team's tanking ability, would help out. Oh my god, look at RIMURU go. Is that going to get us? I suppose that is good because we're not taking damage for that turn. And we do have quite a few ultimates here. I know that's the Ignite passive there. That is definitely the ideal one for this final phase. Let's see, let's go blue, red, green, and blue. So yeah, same thing as floor 2, phase 2. We do have to go ahead and go through the full cycle. You do have to go through the full cycle in the one turn, getting halfway through it and then continuing it in another one. Will unfortunately be something you're unable to do, but as you can see, they will remove the raid buff, and then we can finally get damage done. Oh my, we got super close to killing there. If we... Actually, I think we can kind of just go red and then maybe going with a green RIMURU single target card, and we can just finish it off. RIMURU's got the extra pierce buff as well there, which is perfect, exactly what we want. There you go. We remove our ultimates. Yomingander just holding in. Let's go... What's going to be weaker here? 220, that's obviously going to be stronger. 250, let's go 1, 2... And that should just about be it. Once again, if we do end up messing this up, we can always restart, but I feel like we should be fine. Come on, RIMURU. Oh no, you're going to be just shy. But we'll go ahead and act like that didn't happen. I might throw in just one extra card just for good measure. But yeah, super sorry about the deer videos being just a little bit choppy. This content can be super difficult, and I'd rather have this video be that tiny bit shorter than having you guys watch me go through that second floor. I think it was 4 or 5 times, so just saving just a little bit of time on the video, but there we go. Getting RIMURU to finish that off, we will get the RIMURU victory screen as well. Super happy with how RIMURU went in this one. Probably the best unit we've showcased when it comes to not just trying to use the most viable deer team possible. Please give me some purple stones. Yeah, of course not. But there we go, that just about does it for today's video. If you guys need any help, and there we go, that just about does it for today's video. If you guys do need any help actually beating the deer, whether it comes to team building or just getting through some of the floors, by all means let me know in the comments section down below, but that just about does it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit the like button and subscribe. Really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.